This episode of SmackDown is coming hot off the tracks of Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso at SummerSlam in Tribal Combat, where we witness Jimmy Uso turn on Jey Uso. Such a big plot twist, and for what? What could possibly be the justification for what we saw at SummerSlam? I watched the SmackDown segment yesterday, and I think the best way to actually watch this segment and really take in what Jimmy is saying is to cut it into parts. So we're skipping right into this part. None of what Roman says really matters. So let's get straight into this.
I did what I did at SummerSlam, Jay, because I love you.
I did what I did because I love you. Now, we could say this is manipulation. We could also say this is a very disjointed way of love. So just take that on for what it is right now. Let's look at the next clip now.
Jimmy betrayed Jay because he's jealous. Oos, I did what I did at SummerSlam, not because of jealousy. Oos, you really want to know? And I was afraid, all right? I was afraid to lose you.
Now, this is why I was like, now the truth is starting to come out. It wasn't jealousy. And even though he says it's out of love, and even though he may believe it's out of love, he said, I did it because I was afraid to lose you. Which tells me that Jimmy Uso's actions were nearly 100% self-motivated. And I know from the rip you want to say, oh, but that's his brother and he wants to stop it. But no. You got to keep listening in because he starts telling on himself the longer this goes on.
If you would have beat Oos at SummerSlam, Oos, you would have became Tribal Chief. And then what? What happens to the Usos?
Oh, what happens to the Usos?
What happens to the Usos?
I had to cut it there, but what happens to the Usos? What happens to us if you become the Tribal Chief? Again, he's not really that concerned about Jay becoming the Tribal Chief. He's concerned about what's going to happen to me. What happens to me if you become the Tribal Chief? You can make the argument for jealousy, like it's a scarce argument, but you could kind of make it, but it's like, no, bro. And I didn't even see this because honestly, we needed to listen to him explain it first. But it's like, I didn't really think about that. It's like you betrayed your brother in a sense because you didn't want your brother to succeed. You don't want him to be higher than you. You want yourselves to stay together because you know you can't survive without your brother. That's the honest truth. He admitted to being scared. But we'll listen to the rest of the plea first.
Not only that, brother, listen to me. Not only that. Not only would you have became the Tribal Chief, you would have been inherit some kind of power that makes you like him.
You would have inherited some type of power that makes you like Roman Reigns. The same guy who's been bullying you and manipulating you. And you know what? Maybe you can say that Roman Reigns has been kind of shaping the mind, reconstructing the mind of Jey Uso to, in a way, turn him into Roman Reigns in the future. But that also means you don't trust your brother. If you honestly believed that you attacking your brother and preventing him from beating the guy that you hate was going to save him from becoming the guy that you hate, then that means you don't trust your brother. Y'all gotta sit on that real quick. We'll play one more clip before we go.
So listen, Oos, that's the damn truth. I was afraid. Man, I was afraid you was just gonna leave. That's the honest truth. You don't believe me? Fine.
I was afraid you were going to leave. So the real truth is not that Jimmy was jealous. It's not that Jimmy wanted to stop his brother out of love. He was scared of what would happen in a world where he does not have Jey Uso. He has to be by himself. And look how that turned out for you. Now you have nobody. Your brother don't want you because obviously you don't trust your brother, and you went as far as to turn on your brother just to reassure he doesn't actually beat your cousin. Your cousin kind of wants you, but just to manipulate you, so he doesn't really want you for the real reason that you think he wants you. Your other brother doesn't want you because he is with your cousin. You did all this, bro, and now you're alone. And now Jay quit because of you. It's a lot to digest. I think I'm going to have to make a part 2. What do you guys think? Let me know down below.